You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Hop on YouTube, welcome to the hood table, where we chop up local and global events vocally. You don't really wanna miss out on these conversations. Just joke a little, laugh a little, get that wine in your system, fill your glass a little. Expose current events, talk trash a little. You never know, these opinions might clash a little. They addicted to the content, got them binge watching. You don't like it, then you want invited. Bet your friends watching in the house or in your job parking lot before you clocking. They don't wanna miss a second of this HD content. Everybody think they got something to say, so it's an open invitation, bring it to the table. But if you come whack, just know we ain't buying in. We gon' probably turn you back and tell you sorry, try again, Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable.
Well, welcome back to the hood table, everybody. Come on in. Make sure you like and share that video. Please and thank you very much. Also, if you happen to be new here, please feel free to hit the subscription bell and also hit that notification bell. Please and thank you very much. And of course, we do have a membership. So if you want to join our membership, all you have to do is click the join button. And if you want to donate to the commentary, our Cash App is $ the hood table 402. Now, you guys, we are about to, and I want to say shout out again to T. Danielle and to several of you who were in my chat yesterday when we was reviewing Reasonable Doubt, because I was getting Power mixed up with my Ruthless show reviews. And somebody said, when is you going to review the last episode of Power? I said, ain't they on a break? And they was like, no. So I looked it up and I saw that there was a recent show that had came on, episode 9. And we know there's always only 10 episodes in the season, right? So this is the show right before the finale. I was like, y'all, let me get on that shit. So just like I promised last night, after we finished reviewing Reasonable Doubt, I went ahead, I hit my stars, and I watched the episode 9 of Power. And so that is what we're going to review today. And then next week will be the finale. Next week will be the finale, not just for season 4, but for the whole show. Power Goes 2, the last show ever, will be next week. And I am just torn up about it, okay? Not as much as I'm torn up about what happened in this episode of episode 9, because when they dropped that spoiler in my chat last night, I swear to God, y'all, it was so funny. They was laughing at me in the chat while I'm reviewing a totally different show. Somebody said, oh yeah, Monet. I said, what? You lied to me. I know you lied to me. I was up here like getting emotional and shit. I turned my head and I had my eyes closed real tightly shut. I was like, no, don't, no. No, matter of fact, that was Diamond. Wasn't that Diamond who did that yesterday? I was like, oh, Diamond, you fired, girl. You fired. But yeah, so I was kind of like tense before I even turned to the show, because I already knew what to expect. And I think maybe last season or maybe even in the second season, I thought Monet might not make it out of there, especially when her children had set up to try to, get rid of her. But for her to survive all this time and then the episode before the finale. Anyway, y'all, let's start from the top and make our way on down, how we always do. So anyway, make sure you guys like and share the video on your way in, please, and thank you very much. So again, this is episode 9, season 4, episode 9 of Power Goes 2. It was called Married to the Game. And where they got that title from, obviously from watching the show. But anyway, come on in, you guys. Thanks for being here. Please make sure you like the video on your way in. It really does help with the algorithm. Thank you so very much. Oh, and also, you guys, before I get started, after this show, I will be starting right back up maybe 15 minutes later, because I didn't get a chance to watch the press conference about Diddy today because of work. So after I finish this review, I will be coming right back live to watch and discuss the press conference that they had earlier this morning for Diddy. But anyway, back to Power. So the show has started off. Both Kane and Noma's family, we had saw them like at the rehearsal dinner, right? So during the rehearsal dinner, like most of the rehearsal dinners, what usually is spoken about is like the couples, how they met, how they got to know each other. I mean, even Monet was like, what y'all mean y'all don't want us asking those type of questions? What other type of topics are we supposed to discuss at a rehearsal dinner? So that was pretty funny to me because nobody wanted to be there in the first place. He was texting them talking about, you coming to the wedding? Monet texts her daughter, you going to the wedding? Wasn't thinking about it. Texting Drew, you going to the wedding? Anybody going to ain't nobody thinking about going to that boy because the wedding is fake. It's fake. So why should they be anxious to go to a fake wedding? But anyway, both Kane and Noma's family, they came to realize at the rehearsal dinner that the couples have been pretty much exaggerating, right? Noma has not been very truthful with Kane as to what not only her, but what her family is all involved in. For example, Noma didn't really tell Kane the fact that her enterprise, and I'm saying that all wrong, enterprise wasn't just her own. As with most crime bosses, a large number of their associates are usually, employees, and they are usually blood related. So it was no, question that I didn't believe that a lot of people who was working with Noma is her blood, even if she's all the way over here in the United States and they're all the way somewhere else, right? But Noma's brother, I think he's called Chinadu. Is that what she was calling him? Chinadu? Something like that. Anyway, that's Noma's brother. He was really surprised to find out that both Noma and Monet shared a mutual friend. That friend, of course, was Dante Spears, aka Mecca. And I guess Noma forgot to reveal to her family that Monet used to not only date Dante, but also had a child with him. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. I still can't believe. Child, that was the crap. I think out of all the people who were unalived in this show, I think that was like the craziest. Okay. But anyway, so he had no idea that they, both had knew Dante. He was like, Dante? Yeah, she know Dante pretty well. Okay, pretty well. Not only do they have a son together or had a son together, but now Noma is sleeping with Monet's son. So she used to sleep with her other baby daddy. Now she's sleeping with her son and about to marry Monet's son. So sarcastically, Anya was like, that's the daughter of Noma. She was like, well, aren't we just one big happy family? Now, keep in mind, Anya doesn't really know the whole truth, right? About what her mom does, about what her father did, because her mother had basically lied to get her out the hot seat. She basically put all the drug dealings, all the illegal activities on her husband and lied and said, that is the reason why I left him because I wanted you to have a better life. I just couldn't take him anymore, putting all them drugs in the street and killing everybody, right? And who is she? One of the biggest queen pins in the world, right? But then when her brother heard how impressed Kane was with the way Nomo had been running her company, he was like, her company? Don't you mean our company? Like it's more of a family enterprise. And that surprised Kane because Kane all along was thinking that he's getting in business with Noma. Yeah, he is. But by getting in business with Noma, he's in business with her entire family. Like that whole organization is ran by her entire family. And they are some crazy mofos, right? They are crazy. But anyway, Monet had me cracking up telling Kane, damn boy, you don't know shit about these motherfuckers, do you? Actually, they don't know nothing about each other. All they are together for is business, biz naive. That girl don't want no parts of Kane for real. Not as far as like, a true relationship. The sex is good. But then she got somebody else on the side who she having sex with too. McLean. Kane also has somebody else on the side that he's having sex with too. Effie. So yeah, it's just a business transaction. This whole relationship, the whole marriage is just a business transaction. No one needs to get married for her own purposes. Kane needs to marry her for his own purposes. But yeah, Monet was like, shit, don't even know what they do for a living. I mean, really know what they do for a living. We have no idea what all Noma has her hands in. Kane, on the other hand, he has also been put 20 on 10 as to how much or what it is that he actually owns as well. For example, the penthouse, which he told Anya earlier that he owns. This my shit. I own all this. When in fact, it really belongs to Monet, who really gave it to Kane and Drew until she sold it. She still ain't sold it yet, so that's why Kane is still living there. And of course, the bistro, which used to be a really nice bistro, now nothing more than a run-down dive bar, let Anya tell it. And that's pretty much what it is. They use it for storage. They use it to have private secret meetings. That's about it. Ain't no bistro there, ain't no club, ain't no diner, ain't no nothing. But anywho. Before the wedding, Monet and Kane had a little chit chat. Monet just couldn't understand for the life of her why Kane would want to marry that uppity ass bitch. Her words, not mine. But at the end of the day, she told her son, we are family first forever. Monet also told Kane how much of a good son he is, something she's never told him before. He was like, damn, Mom, you ain't never told me that shit before. I mean, I do believe several times she's told them she loved him and all her children. But that is, I think, the first time she ever told him that, you are a good son. And that makes me think I might need to tell my sons that more often. They know I love them, but yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. But anyway, Kane is determined with Noma at his side, he can become the new Bumpy, among other type of, big wigs, crime bosses, okay? Tycoons. He wants to be the new Bumpy. His mother knows best though. Mothers always know best. Monet might not have always made the best decisions with her children. She might have always been hard on him, as the oldest and as the man of the house in his father's absence, but she also can see Noma for who she really is. She can see right through Noma, and she know that Noma is no good for her son, that Noma cannot be trusted. And once she gets what she needs from Kane, she will throw him away. Which is why Monet stated, she's never going to be able to see you as equal, Kane. She only making you feel good because you got something she wants. And that is very, very true. Hey, Miss Cruiser, how you doing, boo? No, don't you cry, because I already cried. I even was crying when I was taking notes after I watched the show. I ain't gonna hold you in my lemon voice. I ain't gonna hold you. I was like, oh God, this is so sad. This is so sad. Hey, Mrs. B, how you doing? You said you thought Kane was gonna run off with everything, child. Kane wasn't running nowhere, okay? But the reason for the marriage could perhaps be very beneficial for both parties. Kane wants to marry Noma primarily for strategic reasons. Marrying her has much more to do with business versus romance, as we said already, or even as a relationship for that matter. Noma's need to be wed to an American husband is merely to solidify her position. That so she can get like government contracts and shit like that. But who do you think would benefit most from that fake marriage? Kane has his eyes set on the benefits he can reap from her connections and power that Noma brings. But after they say I do, would Noma had even allowed him any type of power? I mean, if things would have really went the way Noma wanted them to go, would she have really granted him so much power? Keep in mind, this is her family's organization. This guy is like 30 something years younger than her. Okay. That reminds me of something going on in the B sector right now with somebody 30 years old. Child. Ooh. Anyway, I ain't gonna hold you. If you know, you know. Right, Cruiser? What up, young? How you doing, boo? But yeah, so I'm like, I don't know if he would really have that much power anyway if things would have went according to plan. Because especially when neither one of them can truly trust each other as far as they can throw each other, which seems to be as far as Amir's bedroom. Because I ain't gonna hold you, those love scenes was hitting, okay. I was like, Damn, I'm boy. Mm-mm-mm. That McLean Method Man. But anyway, the difference between the two sex scenes, Noma was with McLean, Effie was with Kane. If you truly paid attention to each sex scene, you know that the difference was Effie and Kane was really making love. Really making love. I think they truly love each other. I know Effie loves her some Kane. On the other hand, McLean and Noma, they were literally just fucking each other up. I mean, fucking each other up, slapping each other, choking each other, punching each other. I'm like, damn. But after all, it is just business between the two, right? That shit was crazy. She slapped the shit out of McLean and he just smiled. He was grinning ear to ear like, slap me again, bitch. You said, child, please don't. I've been running from that ooh, Mrs. B. Mrs. B. Now, y'all already know I've been working a lot of hours like crazy. And I had said yesterday when I was reviewing a different show, if I'm going to review some manufacturer's bullshit story ass lines, I might as well just focus on my TV show reviews till something really, that I really want to talk about in the B sector, because right now it's nothing. Hold on, let me get a sip of water. Yo, you said Davis was beating it up. Yeah, he was beating it up. He was. It was so crazy. They was going back and forth between the love scenes, and Davis was just like bam, 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 bam. And then on the other side, they was up there like, play another love song. Like, who's out? You said right hood table fake storylines. I know that's right. Yeah, yeah. What up, the Beef Sector podcast? But yeah, them love scenes, they both was, they was getting it on. They was getting it on. But okay, so then let's talk about Kane, Effie, Reek, Carter. While Kane and Diana was joking around, at the bar, they was joking around, cracking on each other, jonesing on each other or whatever. And Effie slipped into the bar. And Kane immediately thought that Effie had Kane to start some shit because, she might have still been pissed off about his little so-called marriage. And we all know that she still got a lot of love for him, right? But marriage aside, Effie was there to confront Kane about switching up the drop on her without her knowing. Evidently, some random Russian dude has said that Vadim was now getting product in Staten Island. Yes, young champ. And I'm going to be dropping the link in a second, too. You must just know this because of the Beef Sector podcast name, but yes, the Beef Sector or the Beef Sector, as Mother calls it. Okay, James, Mother, Treasure. Mm-hmm. That's what he calls it, the Beef Sector. But yeah, that's where a lot of us are from. If you see anybody in the chat, 9 times out of 10, they are from or part of the Beef Sector. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so Effie was there to confront Kane. Like, he didn't even have any idea what was going on, even though his family was like, is Kane in part of this? Has he really switched up on us? Is he really on Noma's side? Is he really against us? They weren't so certain at that point. And Ear Hustling Diana mentioned it to Drew. That Monet was also sent by Noma to Staten Island. Drew, believing that Carter was pushing him out, replied that Carter also sent Tariq up there to Staten Island. Didn't they plan backfire? Their entire plan backfired because they were trying to set up Carter and Noma against each other, and look what happened. Remember at the end of that episode, Carter and Noma had met up, and she was like, I got a plan that I think you would like. You scratch my back, I scratch yours. I don't remember what exactly she said, but it was something like that. But between both siblings, they knew that this could not be just a coincidence. That shit right there was definitely suspicious. Monet and Vadim were both in Staten Island, and they were sent by Carter and Noma. Yeah. Without mentioning anything to Kane, they hauled their ass up. They got the hell up out of Dodge, up out of that bar to go find their mama and them. Okay. And it's a good thing that Diana and Drew did race up to that abandoned amusement park in Staten Island. It wasn't a whim. It was like a guilt feeling, something in their gut. It was a gut feeling that was telling them that Monet and Tariq might be getting set up. And they were absolutely right. Thankfully, they were able to come through in the clutch to assist Reek and Monet for a gunfight with Vadim, trying to beat Noma and Carter at their own game. You know, after the killing the Russians, they had to make it seem like they were really killed instead. So they proceeded to make it appear as if the Russians had killed them by cutting off all their fingers. I was like, oh. Tariq, leave it to Tariq to come up with something as gruesome as that. I was like, when he asked Drew, do you got your toolbox? I was like, what he need a wrench for? Man, took the pliers and ripped off all their fingers to get rid of identifiable prints and then lit their asses on fire. Lit their asses on fire. Yes, Champ is definitely cool people, y'all. Y'all might want to check out his channel. He does a lot of different commentary on things with sports, also politics, also trending news. So, and he's not part of no sector per se, but yeah, he's cool people. So y'all check him out. Y'all check out his channel. He done a few shows with me, by the way, as well. But yeah, he's cool peeps. But yes, yes, yes. You said common enemy. Why not common goal? That's what Noma said. That's what she said. You said, thank goodness they made it. Thank goodness they made it. You know what? Something that comes to mind off the top of my head, just off the dome, when I think about this show, is Nick of Time. It was a lot of situations where you could say the nick of time, just in the nick of time, right? We could name probably 3 or 4 situations, right, during this episode in the nick of time. But, you know, basically, before setting out to figure out a way to take out both Carter and Noma, starting with bringing Effie and Braden on board with the Russians, no longer out the way, the gang with assist from, you know, McLean, he always got to throw an assist. You know, they thought that they had came up with a brilliant master plan. First, they would need to take out Noma's guards at the wedding. Secondly, Reek, Effie, and Braden will catch Carter slipping and ambush him while he's doing his confessionals at St. Michael's. It all sounded good, right? Too bad, though, that things didn't actually, for the second time, go according to plan. At first, I was asking myself, now y'all help me on this one. Y'all help me on this one. And I'm about to drop the link just in case anybody wants to join me. But y'all help me out on this one. Because at first, I was wondering, how the hell did Reek mess that shit up? I mean, that literally was his only job. All he had to do is creep up on him, ambush him while he's about, you know, Father, I have sinned, you know, and just kill him, right? Drag his ass out there and kill him, right? How you fuck that shit up? You had Braden and Effie on the cameras. You know, you took out the guards outside with Monet's. I mean, how you fuck that shit up? But Carter, I think, must have known that they were coming. Because why else was he... I mean, it was like he was ready. Like he knew Reek was coming. He wasn't even shocked. And that had me thinking if maybe he had like some of his men sitting in the cut. Because keep in mind, at that time, he still didn't know if Monet and Tariq was dead or alive. Remember when he met up with Noma? And he said, we haven't heard anything from our men about if they are dead or alive. And Noma was like, well, they better be. Otherwise, it's going to be a big problem for me and you. You said, it's me. Hey, KT, how you doing? What's up, boo? What's up? You said they was talking about teeth and eyeballs. They usually the people from dental records. Yeah. They was oh, just gross. Just gross. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, you welcome. You welcome, young champ. You welcome. You said Tariq just have to have a monologue. Reek messed everything. He did. Reek messed everything up. Like all you had to do was just pow, 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 just pew, pew, pew. He could have just shot him through the oh well. Oh well. It didn't work out the way they planned. He said a plan to put him in the trunk. Remember, that's right. But I'm like, damn, you got a whole gun on this nigga, and you still let him manhandle you and cuff you and shit. But anyway, they got back out of the situation again, and they were able to get away. But my question to you: what the hell is Reek gonna do now? What the hell is Reek? Because the last scene that we saw with Reek was Carter telling him, if you kill me, the entire state, the entire city, every police in the area is going to be looking for me. And not only looking for me, but looking for you. Yeah, their plan was dumb as hell. Their plan was dumb as hell. They should have, I would have just killed them in the church, just pow, 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 right there in the confessionals. Then when the priest came around, smelled that funk, like, oh shit. Oh shit, somebody called the morgue. But yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy. I don't know about that storyline. But as far as Monet's death, and I'm gonna go ahead and drop this link just in case anybody wants to join me. Let me drop this link and pin this link. Okay, the link is pinned. You said that's the same question Carter asked him, laugh out loud. What you gonna do now? What you gonna do now, Reed? But yeah, as far as Monet's death, though, you guys, I can't accept it. I just can't accept it. So back at the wedding reception, while dancing with, his new bride, Kane was given an ultimatum for Noma. He must either choose his new wife and her family or choose his mother and their family. However, only one choice will guarantee him his life, right? And before being able to give her an answer, she has him look around the room. Did you see them take out one by one? His associates, his family, cousins, anybody that could have been there that could have been able to help rescue him. They made them all leave. And they actually took out his sister and brother to go kill them. She had her henchmen take all them off so that they could kill them. So Cain knew what type of position he was in. He had to make a choice, and he had to make a choice quick. No, young, I can't accept it. Nope, just like I couldn't accept Ghost when he died. No. You said Tariq should have killed him and Effie escape off into the sunset. You know, him and Effie, like Tariq and Effie. I don't know. I don't think Effie. I think she probably felt some type of way when he got old girl pregnant, but she's more concerned with Kane. She is way too much concerned with Kane. Yeah. Cruiser said, I can't remember, did they kill her? No, and I don't know what's going to happen now. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm like, one of y'all hit the link and join me up here because that's what I want to talk about. That's mainly what I want to discuss. But yeah, so Kane had to make a choice. And knowing what's all at stake at that point, Kane, he's still having the love of a son for his mother, chose the home team. Because nothing nobody could say, including the all-powerful Noma, the all-powerful Oz, could make him turn on his family, especially his mother. And it was at that point that Kane, he had to be removed. They had restrained him. Simultaneously, his cousins were tossed out of the reception while Drew and Diana were hauled off to the party, hauled out of the party to be killed. But then that's when Mama Bear showed up. That's when Monet showed up in the nick of time. Okay? Again, my words, my key words for this show was in the nick of time. Monet managed to kill the henchman, free her children, and all three headed back inside to rescue Kane. And again, too bad things didn't go quite according to plans, right? Then again, perhaps, do y'all think perhaps Monet played it out exactly how she wanted it to? Now, if you're a parent, you know that most parents vow that they will die for their kids, even take a bullet for their kids, so long as it allows their children to live to see another day. And that's literally what Monet did. I mean, I believe that Monet knew for sure that she might not make it out of there alive. And it didn't even matter to her either, so long as her children did make it out alive. So yeah, let me know how y'all feel about that. Hey, what's up, boo? How you doing?
What's up, sis? Can you hear me good?
Yes, I hear you, but I got a little echo in the background. I can hear myself in your background.
I think it's because I got this headset and the mic ain't really that far away from the headset. I think because Kwame Brown was telling me the same thing. I don't got nothing playing in the background though.
Let me see. Can I still hear? You
I
ain't got
think
no other windows open?
no, I only got you open. I got the YouTube window open, but it ain't playing. I paused it.
Well,
I
I
think it's because the mic,
wonder.
the mic so it's really close to my headset. I think you can probably hear the
Maybe that's
feedback
it.
coming out the earphone.
Yeah, maybe that's it. Or you might have to turn off the headphone and just listen through the device.
I'm
But
think that's
yeah, I'm
probably
like,
gonna give you some feedback. That's what I was scared to do. I don't want. I'm gonna just get on my tablet. I'm gonna come right back
okay,
on. All
okay.
right.
hmm Hey, come on in, y'all. Make sure y'all like and share the video. Okay, let me read y'all comments. But Young is about to try to come back up here. People kill me one cheater to survive. You said maybe Diana. Hold on, let me make sure this is Mrs. Cruz. It says authenticated, but I'm not used to that picture. Cruiser got a different picture up there on the back. So let me just make sure it's her. Cruiser. I don't know why I put that sign up there. Let me see another one. Okay, here we go.
Them Panthers.
Cruiser.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah, I
That's,
hear you good.
that's them Panthers.
Oh, I didn't know what
It's
that picture
football
was.
season. That's the
I'm sorry.
Carolina Panthers.
I
North
ain't trying to get
Carolina.
not on a Tuesday at least.
Huh?
I said I ain't trying to get P-bombed on a Tuesday.
I know that's right. You say that for Hirsch Day, which is tomorrow.
Right.
Listen, so I had to step away for a minute, but I stepped back right as your brother came up. There's any predictions to the ending? Any predictions on
See,
how it's going to end or how you want it to end?
that's what I wanted to talk to y'all about because it's all fucked up now. That Monet
Well,
is
you
gone.
know, I knew they weren't going to let her live because you remember her means came back to get her. Remember when she got shot up the first time by Malik's mama? Not
Right,
Yeah,
by
Malik's mama.
Tasha.
And she was in the hospital. She had the surgery, and her husbands came to her in a dream or whatever, and they were the first boy's daddy that her husband, what was her husband's name? Lorenzo. The Lorenzo killed, and then Lorenzo, and they was fussing at her about how she did her children and all of that, and she was supposed to leave then. And so this is kind of in my mind what the writers were doing. We're going to send you back to get all that straightened out, to straighten out the this whole situation with your kids. So when she was talking to her son, I kind of knew. I said they're gonna remove her. I didn't know they were going to do it in this episode though. I thought it was they were going to wait to the last episode, but I knew Monet wasn't going to make it. I said, okay, she's making all these amends with her children. She ain't going to make it. Now I think that I, the girl that's in love with Kane, she's also in love with Malik.
You mean Effie?
Effie.
You think she's
I think
still in
she,
love with Tariq?
huh?
You think she's still in love with Tariq?
I can call him Malik. Yeah, Tariq. Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, she's. I don't really think in love. In love, I think she realized there's a little jealousy going on, but I think she realized that their relationship is over. But remember they have been knowing each other since what, junior high. So there's a closeness with them, but I don't think they're going to end up together. I think Malik is going to end up um, with the I can't remember the one he had pregnant. I think he's going to end up with her.
Oh, you
The
talking about
brothers,
Diana?
yeah, they're going to give us a little happy ending. The brothers probably going to go to California. Where he wanted to go, all straight out of the country.
Mm-hmm.
Old girl probably going to go to California to play box.
Work on the
I don't know
robot.
whether Kane going to make it or not.
I don't know. What do you
I don't
think?
know whether Kane's gonna make it or not. I think the younger brother and the sister's gonna make it. Tariq, I think, is gonna make it. I don't know about that. I don't know about the little.
What about
I don't
Effie
know. I
though?
don't even know folks' name, but the little druggy boy. I don't know about him.
But yeah, if what about Effie though? I mean, I know a lot of people think that Effie is going to make it to do the robots and shit. But and Young, feel free to chime in. I don't know if Effie's going to make it because the thing with her and Kane and Noma, I don't know. I don't know.
Well, Noma. I mean, Kane or Noma got to go because they ain't gonna be together.
Right, but see, the thing is, I think there's a lot of. I think Noma is jealous of Effie.
She is, but I
Fact.
don't think she have no. She don't have any interest in killing her though.
I don't know.
I think she's just a little annoyed. She don't have any. I mean, she may go get her to draw out Kane. She
Right,
may go
right.
hold her to draw out Kane.
That's what I'm getting
I
at.
think Kane may go down trying to save Effie.
Right.
Effie may make it out, and Kane probably lose his life saving her, and she'll go on to California to live her dream with his
Now you see
memory.
where I'm going. Like she might try to use Effie or try to comfort her for Kane because of Kane because she know how Kane's feel about her. That's what
Yeah,
I was getting at. Yeah, but
yeah, but
Yeah,
yeah, that might be because Kane. Of course, they're gonna have to go into hiding, and she'll probably draw him out with Effie. But it's gonna be. I mean, it's the last episode, and they're gonna have to put a lot in a little time, so it's gonna be interesting. I hope it don't end in no whack way, because sometimes they be in these shows in the most whack way. Like, don't take out everybody. Like, what? What was the purpose of all this? But
I think 50 Cent is gonna do us good. I think him and the
I,
producer.
I, I need 50 Cent to give us a happy ending.
Yeah,
I hate to say it, but losing Kane, we will be able to forever see him as a hero. I don't want them to lose the sister and the brother who wants to go on off to Australia and do his art. Don't take out Tariq, and I really don't want them to take out Effie.
yeah. I don't think they can take out Tariq. I think
Mm-hmm.
Tariq is going to live on. As far as Kane, I'm not sure. As far as Effie, I'm not sure. What do you think?
Mm-hmm.
Um, well, I was watching Tariq and them podcasts, and he was saying how he feel like they need to take the whole family, him, Effie, and Braden, all them to the spinoff. So I think Kane could possibly. I mean, I think he would be the best suggestion for the star in another spinoff. But I think they gonna get him out of here for real. I think they made everybody like him so they could take him away. That's what they do a lot. They give the character that you hated at one point. They give them all these redeeming factors that you be like, oh, I like him. I like. So I think it's gonna be Kane. They did the same thing with Monet last episode. Like all the things that she never done. She never told this man he was a good son. She never said, like, it was just a whole bunch of her basically tying up all her loose ends before she died, kind of, sort of, if you want to say it like that. And I think they're going to do Kane kind of the same way. He going to probably be cool with Tariq for the first time. They probably going to work together for the takedown Carter and Noma. And I
Mm-hmm.
think he gonna get knocked off by the police for real. Because if in a perfect world, Tariq and Kane would be partners because they both got the same goal technically. But I guess it's just never gonna work like that for real. Like Kane won't put his bullhead in this aside.
Yeah, he's
Tariq
just
understands Kane is a soldier, so he will be able to use him, but Kane don't want to be used, so I don't know. But I think Effie gonna make it though. I think she gonna be good. She definitely not going selling to making no damn robots though. That's dead.
well, you see what Mrs. B said in the chat. If everyone dies, Tyler Perry wrote that episode.
Absolutely. And then like I
Exactly, with some old
said,
whack ass ending. Yeah, he wrote it. I don't think as fans we can stand to see Effie, Tariq, and what's the daughter name? Diana. I don't. As a fan, I don't want to see them go on and have to continue in this world. That would be depressing for me, and I don't know where I will move on to the next episodes with them. Now, Kane want to stay in. Kane want to be in, but to force these people to go to the next phase of this show, still in the prison of this drug world, would be quite depressing. Yeah, that'd be worse than them just taking them out, because they stuck when after the scene, the love scene between Effie and Kane, and he said, "I don't know whether I can get you out." The way she went and slid down that wall,
And see, I
just the
was
thought
going to say
of
the same thing
I can do more than this, and I'm stuck in this life. It was just depressing for her.
Yeah.
it's going to be a lot of stuff that don't get closed out, like Miss B saying, because they didn't know they was going to be ending the show. So it's not going to be an ending. It's going to probably be a cliffhanger or something open that can bring us to the next spinoff. They didn't say it was the ending. They just were saying it's the ending of this one. So it's not really going to be a ending. It's just going to be like this way it stopped at, but it's going to continue somewhere else. So I don't think Diana is going to be so much as being forced into the life. I think she ready to be like all in. For the last couple episodes, she been a fucking shooter. She been shooting
Yeah,
out,
especially
and
after her mama got killed. Mm-hmm.
yeah. So I think she ready to be on one. I
So
think
if they
Kane.
at least let Tariq go and Tariq, Drew, and Effie go. If they want to keep Diana and Kane, and Diana come up and be the one who take out old girl, or whatever the crazy woman name is, Noma, whatever her name is, if she take out Noma and she stay with her brother, and they go on to be, well, he wanted to be Al Capone, or whoever, whatever, because I don't know these gangsters, then I'm okay with that. But I need to see some of them babies make it out alive and go on to their dream. I just can't imagine that as black folks, we got to stay in to have anything. We got to stay in. And I know this is just a TV show, but come on. I hated Good Times, so they never let us see them get out the ghetto. They never let us see it. And I hated that show. I hated
Nobody
it for
make
that.
it out with life and power. Nobody makes it out. That's just like the theme of the show for the last 10 years. Like, once you in, there's only one way out. I mean, you can go to jail, but 9 times out of 10, you go to jail, you come back out and you back right in the game. So I don't really see them letting her
So this
out
is
like that. I
TV,
feel
this
like
is fantasy. Let us see something that we, I mean, that's the whole purpose of watching TV, so that we can live in a fantasy world that don't exist. So let us see them, and I guess it ain't really up to us. But like I said, it just takes me back to Good Times. I hate that show. I refuse to watch any reruns because I know at the end, they will not let us see, as black people, them Evans people, make it out of them projects. And that's a shame that they won't let us see it.
I agree with you with everything you're saying, as far as the messages sent, but I understand that they don't want to. They don't want you to believe that you can live this life of crime for all this time, and then you can just turn your life around and be great. That's like promoting crime. Like, that's like saying go break law, go kill people, go sell drugs, and then
But
when you
how
get
many of
done
our
with that,
politicians have?
you say what?
The politicians have, for example, the guy who plays the mayor on there, whose brother was killed by the police officer,
Oh,
and he
Tate.
lied
I
about it.
agree. I
He
agree with you on this.
was in a life of crime, and he made it out. The attorney brother took a bid for him, and he's an attorney now. Now he's still dirty and doing little dirty things, but I think that you can still have that residue of crime on you, but go on and do something else with your past lingering behind you. And maybe that could be the next shows. They go on and do their next thing, but their past is lingering behind them. But at least we will see them go on to do what their potential is besides slinging drugs.
You see, Mrs.
I
B
don't want
said we did see the Jeffersons moving on up though, Cruiser.
right. And we
You're
got to
right
see
about
the
that, Miss B.
Jeffersons
You're
turn
right
to the
about that.
Cosby. And the Cosbys was rich. They was a rich black family. So we got,
Yeah, but the
and you should
Cosby
go
was
watch.
already there. But I mean, to see somebody make it from this to that is what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Well, with
just felt
Diana,
that.
I see what Champ is saying about Diana, because I can see her really stepping up because of the simple fact everything that she went through, trying to do something better, go to school, whoop whoop whoop. Then she got pregnant. She lost her baby. And now she lost her mama, she lost her daddy. You know what I'm saying? I could see her out there just to get some revenge. Just one of those people like fuck it.
And she finna
You
lose
know,
her brother.
Yep, and no
Unless
sex.
unless her and Kane, which would be a great storyline. I can stand to see Diana and Kane in a spinoff, uh, ruling the whole thing. Because I enjoyed this show. With the is it Ghost?
Yeah,
What's the other one
Ghost too. Oh, you talking about she talking about the other one.
with Tommy? With Tommy
Oh,
and
four,
Tommy met
four.
his half
Yeah,
brother and all of that.
Yeah,
That's
Force.
four.
Yeah, so I enjoy that show.
I hate that one the most. That one is a cartoon. I
I
like Kanan the
honestly
best.
haven't really got into. I think I probably watched. I don't even think I watched one season of Force. To be
Yeah,
honest,
Force
I
is
do
a
like Tommy.
cartoon.
I do like Tommy. I just haven't got into it.
I watched it. I think I got caught up with with the brother. I got caught up with him meeting his brother and all that. So
Man, his brother gay and ain't got no boyfriend. Like, bro, why? How is you gay
he ain't
and
got
you
no
ain't
man.
got no niggas? I don't even get that.
He had a son though. Excuse me.
His
You know
son don't
what?
deal with him. Like, I don't get that. Like, but for me, Force just got too much cartoon shit going on for real. Like, Tommy just can't take a L. Like, I don't know. The only thing that I didn't like about that Force that brought me, I didn't like they killed Liliana. Like, she probably was the best character on there to be next to
I almost
Tommy.
stopped watching after that. I
Yeah, once
came
they
very
killed
close. I said,
Tommy,
why they got to kill everybody? This is
yeah,
still
that was
good, ain't it?
crazy.
Well,
This
you
is
know what?
Tommy
cursing.
finally had a female him. That's how I looked at Liliana, like she was a female Tommy.
Well, speaking of gay people, if they were to spin off some of these characters, I can see it being Drew, and I can see it being Diana, and I can see Drew being like a I mean, just he's gay, nothing against that, but I can see him just being a hoe. You know how a lot of powerful people are. They got a lot of people that they
Mm.
dealing with, and I can just see
On
him
a
just
P,
going
on a
all
P
for it.
Diddy trip.
Just having niggas everywhere.
Listen,
You
Drew
know,
is Drew is a true no. You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
He's gay, but no. It's okay. I mean, I think he killed somebody or unalived somebody before
Yeah.
Even Kane did. Can you remember he went and he had to knock that guy off and he was what, 13, 14?
I don't even think he was in junior high or barely in
Yeah,
junior
he was
high.
very young. So he's
So
hard.
Drew,
Like, sexuality is just that, sex. But Drew hard now. Now Kane used to
I
pick on
trust,
him because I think Kane was a little envious of him. But to me,
I
Drew
trust
kind of
Drew
hard.
more than Kane. I trust Drew way more than Kane, just like mentally. But for the
Me too.
most part, I think that they're gonna take Noma brother to the next one. He gonna be the big bad because he made Noma seem real small.
Well, what about her daughter, y'all? We haven't mentioned her daughter yet.
That's
Ooh, her
that's gonna be
daughter.
quick.
Her daughter needs to make. Can you imagine her daughter going up against Diane?
Yes, man, that would be
The
crazy.
brother and the daughter and Diane and Kane. Baby, now I will be in it for that show. I just don't want to. I want Tariq Smart, Effie Smart. I just don't. I don't want to see them no more. I know Tariq is the son or whatever. I don't want to see them no more. I enjoy them, but I just can't. It's like we don't take all our intelligence and we just gonna sling drugs. I mean,
Yeah, and keep in
I
mind, her
think that
daughter still doesn't know what all her
yeah,
family is
right,
involved in. She
oh, her
still
daughter
right.
knows.
And
Her daughter
I
figured that
think
thing out when she asked her what she did, and she said your daddy was into the drug trade. She knew her mind went back to that conversation she had with Tariq that
But I
morning.
still don't think she fully knows because her
I
mother
mean, she
lied.
don't fully know, but she got enough of an idea to put
Yeah.
it together.
The way her mother was like, and I just had to leave him because he was just killing all the people in the street and selling all them drugs. I was like, bitch. And
And
you look at
she knocked him off.
yes. And see, we never
I
really even
think
talked about that. They never
I
really
think
even
he ain't
covered
find all that out in this last
the
episode. I
last
think
Hmm.
that's the
And it
last
may be
card
her
that
daughter.
we
It
got
may
to
be her
play.
daughter that takes her out. Her
Yeah.
daughter may be the one that takes her out.
I
I
didn't
don't
even
think
think
so
about
because
that.
if they do that, then they gonna have to bring Anya on to the next show. I think Anya might die too. To be
I think,
honest,
like I said, I would love to see Anya and her uncle against Kane and Diane.
I don't think that's going to work for the simple fact that Anya going to be with Tariq.
You
I
think
think Kane and
Oh no.
No,
yeah,
Tariq, yeah, because Tariq ain't gonna stay with Diane.
Did y'all see the trailer?
No, I'm happy to see the trailer.
Oh yeah, y'all gotta watch the trailer. Y'all slipping. Yeah, Anya is gonna.
Can you put the can somebody put the trailer thing? Because I don't even know how to get to it. I'm gonna have to watch the trailer. Okay,
I'm on
okay.
my tablet. I would have pulled it up on my computer.
So Anya is
But
really
yeah,
gonna get a spinoff?
I'm saying if she survived, I don't see why she wouldn't be. Because I'm thinking that the spinoff probably gonna have something to do with Tariq being on the run. I'm thinking.
Oh, okay.
Though I feel
I
like
can't see what's Tariq's mama named Tasha. I can't see her putting it with that little girl ass. I really can't.
Tasha, what do y'all think gonna happen with Tasha? Because she's still in hiding in protective custody.
that's where she gonna stay at. I don't think she coming out. They're not gonna kill Tasha. So
she might come out. She might come out and knock off Noma. She might come out and knock off Noma.
Tasha always gonna be there for to be called and pop up on and all. She ain't going nowhere. They gonna keep doing the same thing they did this year. Just every 5 episodes, he gotta go call his mother. Shit
it ain't gonna work if they keep along these same lines. People gonna get bored with it. They gonna have to make it pop. But I got to see this trailer.
They've been doing the same story for 10 years, just recycling it. Father like son, mother kills, kid kills parent, parents dead. It's just the same story, just recycling it every time. So I mean, I don't see people getting tired of it. That's why 50 trying to take his shit to his own network.
Right, I think he should. But as far as Tasha, do y'all think she could possibly kill Noma?
I think so. To save her son. Yeah, she'll come out. She'll come on out of hiding and she because Tasha always like, let me take care of this. Now Tasha usually mess stuff up when she do take care of it, but
I don't know about this one this time.
Tasha killed her own friend. She killed her own friend.
Tasha don't know none of the details. He ain't talked to her about Noma. He ain't told her nothing about Noma. All he told her was Diana lost the baby and the police did whatever. She ain't say nothing about Noma because he wasn't beefing with Noma at that moment. Remember, they had just squashed it. So this is a brand new beef with him beefing with Noma and Carter. He ain't even talked to Tasha yet. So he might go talk to her in the last episode, but I don't really think Tasha gonna have nothing to do with this.
I feel you on that one. I think he might talk to her too. But I think if anybody gotta definitely go, it's Braden with his coke snorting ass. He got
damn, y'all want to kill my man only friend? God damn.
Yeah, but Braden is a liability. Braden is a liability. Although he ain't messed up the thing though. Braden was the one that messed up the thing in church.
Numerous times. He keeps saving a man's life. What do y'all need? What more loyalty do you get than me out here saving your life?
Before it gets worse, he needs rehab before it gets
worse.
That's
fine. I agree with all that. But for
here's
y'all,
let me remind y'all of something. If it wasn't for Braden,
he don't got no friends. He don't got nobody that's loyal to him except for Braden.
You're absolutely right. But let me remind you of something. If it wasn't for Braden, he could have went ahead and took that cop out. But the reason why they can't kill Carter is because Braden went in there all coked up on drugs and killed the man, and they got it on tape.
No. That's wrong. Tariq is the reason. Tariq is the reason they got the tape because they went to go fight Zion.
Yeah, but they was not supposed to kill him. Yeah, Braden lost it and killed him.
No, they was supposed to kill him.
That's right. They was supposed to. You're right. That's what we need you for. We be all lost.
Yeah, that's what I say. Like they went. Diana was supposed to kill him. If Diana would have killed him, Tariq would have never even been there, and they would have had her on camera. But she outsourced them to do it, and Zion, a fucking professional fighter, he whipped their ass. They just got the upper hand at the end. Now, that body that you talking about might come back to bite Brayton and Tariq in their ass. That might, or Salim, or fucking Lauren. There's so many people that's alive in the Power universe that could come back and burn these people that we haven't seen in a while. Like
they could even let Tariq go to prison, and then Tariq having to do some undercover stuff in prison. That could be.
I don't
I
think
mean,
he's going to jail. I don't think he's going to jail. I
But
think.
why do y'all think? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Go ahead. I lost my thought.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What you was about to ask?
I was gonna ask y'all, what was the big deal with Diana killing them or Tariq and Braden? Like, why was the
she
white
didn't
lady
have it in her
so pissed? Like, as long as he was killed, I'm like, as long as he's killed, what was the big deal of who did it?
because they
All right.
wanted
See,
her on tape.
the thing that made that wrong off the rip was Yo was a federal informant or something like that, Zion or whatever. So Carter told her to go do it, but she was being under scrutiny from the internal affairs. So that's why she sourced Diana to do it on the strength
Right.
of like she basically only went to her because yeah, bitch, you know
I
y'all
forgot
basically
about
wait for
that.
Carter. I need you to take care of this. Like she like, what? I don't do that type of shit. Like that's the tip she was on. Like, nah, you gonna do it because I said so. And then she couldn't do it. So she passed the
That's
buck.
right.
But that really worked out in Carter favor because he would have had Diana on camera. That's kind of useless. But you got Tariq on camera. That's leverage. That's what saved his life from not dying at the church. Because if you don't have that tape to see that and you know about that happening, I don't really see Tariq not probably shooting you when you jump to try to grab his gun or anything of that nature. Like, only reason he left him alive because the fact that you know about that, I need to know who else know about that because that shit gonna send us to jail.
Thanks for reminding me. I totally forgot all about that. That she was supposed to be the one to
Yeah,
take
and I
Diana.
think that lady wanted her on tape. She was recording, and I think she wanted in the safe. Well, all of the safe house is being recorded. The whole safe house is being
Right,
recorded.
right.
But I think she did want some leverage so she can keep on because she said, "You're my bitch." So she wanted her to keep on. She thought she was gonna keep on having her to do stuff, and that's why she was angry because she was coked up on drugs herself. See what happens when you
Yeah.
mess around with folks who are all up on drugs.
She wanted that power that Carter has to have people in line and in check.
Mm-hmm.
And that motherfucking coke that white boy sniffed in that church saved Tariq life. If he don't sniff that coke in that church, he not driving that car like fucking Jeff
Like you,
Gordon. He not crashing into a nigga. He
true.
not doing none of that without the
You
coke
got a
in him.
point. You got a point.
So that's why I'm giving Breda some grace. I know white boys like him. That's just his drug of choice. Yeah, he might get out of pocket sometimes, but he never done nothing to stabbing you in the back. Even when he did some foul shit with the Lawrence situation, he still couldn't do it. He supposed to kill that girl. I mean, he supposed to got that girl away. He knew she wasn't dead. Like it was like a whole bunch of shit, but he the loyalest person yo got for real. You gotta take the good with the bad with people at this point, and it could
He
be
is
way worse.
loyal. He is
I
He
think
loyal.
you
killed
just
he
analyzed
killed his
all my
uncle.
shows.
Don't forget he killed his uncle for that nigga.
Oh yeah,
He
I
sure
forgot
did.
about that.
Threw him straight off.
Man,
Did
don't
he
got
throw him
no
off a
family.
cliff or something?
His whole family done shunned him off. So all he really got is Tariq at this point. His father don't fuck with him. His brother don't fuck with him. His sister was still cool until they kidnapped her. Now she started fucking with him. So he gotta be loyal. Like, don't kill off Brady, man. But I kind of believe that they might kill him off though. Because I watched something earlier that said that he got a lot of upcoming parts, like a bunch of different acting roles he got coming up. So that would be surprising if they not breaking off. Man,
Hmm.
cigarette, yo.
This gives me a lot to think about.
Not Ray, not on my door, Neil.
I gotta see that trailer though. Soon as we get off here, I'm going to see that darn trailer to see.
Yeah, me too. Me
But I don't
too.
know that I want to see the trailer. I don't
I
know
want
that
to
I
see
want
the
to.
trailer.
Mm-hmm.
Let me read some of these comments in the chat. Okay, so Lady, what up, Lady V? Effie should have been driving that car. I can't believe she let him drive. Oh yeah, Young just spoke about that, and it might have been good that he was driving that car, even though they wrecked. But he probably would have killed Reek. And we just don't know. We just don't know. Let's see. You can't put your life in the hands of an addict. Felicia also wanted something over Diana. Oh, they said this is the last season for Forest too. Damn, I'm way behind too because I really, hmm but yeah. Um, Miss B said yes, they are recycling. Yeah, you guys. You know what? When it comes to, I know we spoke a little bit about it, but Monet, like, what's his name? I can't remember her name, but Young did say something. Somebody else has said something too, but I can't remember their name. But Young did say something about her making amends. And the thing about it was Monet owed a lot to her children, right? They might have grown up in the best neighborhoods, wore the best designer clothes, drove the fanciest cars, attended the most prestigious schools. But you also got to factor in the fact that her children were denied an actual childhood. They were killing people and hustling drugs before they even reached junior high school. And let's not we forget, she was behind the deaths of their father and their half brother, not to mention others. And all the pain and suffering. They done been beat up. They done been kidnapped. They done lost children. I mean, there's all kind of shit just for being a damn Tejada.
Their daddy killed their half brother that they thought was their cousin.
Right, but she was behind it. The whole reason why he was dead because he had no idea that was her child.
Yeah, but he still, even with him thinking that was a nephew, he still shouldn't have took that shot. He shouldn't have been out there.
Yeah.
No, he wasn't trying to shoot him. Thought he was shooting Mecca. He was trying to take out the nigga that was trying to take his bitch. Nigga trying to take my
he still got the wrong one. And as a mother, I would felt the same way.
But that just happened to be the wrong thing. I think that would have never happened had she had told it, but she didn't want to say anything till it was too damn late. It was too late. But the thing is that she owed them, and I still think that when she went in there, that she knew that was it. Like, I ain't coming out of here. I just want my kids to know that I really love them.
Yeah, definitely, because that's why she told them to dip.
Yep.
Yeah, she kept telling them, and she knew running out there. She was running to save her son, and even with bullet holes in her, she was still moving to get in front of her son before she took her last breath. She wanted to look at him and make sure he was okay before she took her last breath.
That's right, because she knew that the only thing between her and Noma and Kane had to be her. She knew that the only thing between Kane and Noma had to be her. And she took one for the team. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she went in there.
I was really crying. I really dropped some tears. I was like, no.
Yeah, she went in there with bad intentions off the rip. Like, that's why I think. And I'm just so mad that it took Diana and Drew so long to get there.
I know, right?
But you know how many of them Africans they had to shoot through? And I said it that way because you're talking about fearless people. You're talking about people that's like,
they fight lions and tigers and bears.
Shit. They had to run through all them tough ass people. They weren't running through no weak out on the street. Think they, doughboys think they were holding the gun to the side, thinking they tough. They were running through some gangsters to get, to get there.
I feel like the way Monet went in, they could have just went in behind her, man. She cleared that motherfucker out. They could have went right in behind her.
Yep, and Mrs. B said to you, said you do have a point. I think you were talking about, I don't know exactly what you was talking about. Maybe Braden. They was like, she said you do have a point.
Yeah, man, y'all gotta let my man Braden live, man. That's
about Braden being. Yeah, Braden ain't never messed up the thing. Braden always come through. Braden come through. Always. He was right. Braden come through every time. Like I said, I want him to analyze all my shows from here on. The Braden sure did came through every time.
Like last season, remember at the end of last season, we thought it was a wrap for Tariq, and then somebody just come out of nowhere shooting. I said, God damn, boy, that white boy be coming through.
He was driving a black SUV. He showed in.
He said, how'd you know I was here? He said, McLean.
That's on Braden, baby.
Listen, when Drew and Diana was getting in the truck with the African niggas, right? And then 2 shots went through the window. I ain't know who the fuck that was. I thought it was Tommy, because I'm like, who the fuck else could shoot that good? Just Monet and John Wick.
Speaking of Tommy, will they bring Tommy back for the last episode? Will Tasha come running through with Tommy?
Or will Ghost come back?
Tasha can't be nowhere near Tommy.
Those people Tupac can be.
Tasha can't be near Tommy because remember, Tasha isn't hiding because of Tommy. So they can't be in the same place together. That just don't even make sense. Like that one
Well,
time when
they always come through for each other. Tommy, not necessarily Ghost and Tommy, but Tasha and Tommy.
That's true.
So it would not shock me if she say, "Look, my son is in jeopardy." Because you best believe that Tasha been following that whole thing. She might have been working down at that broke down Lowe's, Walmart, wherever it was with that little predator dude. But you best believe
no, she
she's
got
been watching
fired from there.
everything.
She
She's
been
been
got
watching
fired
it
from
all,
that from Walmart when he beat the manager up.
and he sure did. That manager was
He was.
oh.
Don't you
So
ever touch my mama again.
yeah. So I think she was watching, and I think she's aware of what's going on. Somebody's bringing her word back. Tariq may not be, and she don't let him know. But if she getting word back, her and Tommy coming.
Shit, it might be Tommy who's sending her shit back.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't know Tommy way up there in Detroit.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
He in
See,
Detroit, but she
He in Chicago. He in Chicago. I
Okay.
like your enthusiasm, right? But I don't think that I think only way Tommy come back to Ghost is if Tasha was to die. Because last time we seen them together, they was like, yo, we got each other back. They squashed the beef, whatever. So if something happened to Tasha, then I could see Tommy coming back on bullshit.
So Tommy comes back to give. He's came back before to give Malik messages or to answer something for Malik or something like that. He slid in and slid out.
Calling him Malik.
I mean, Tariq. I'm terrible with names. I'm really bad with names.
Yeah,
That's okay. I am
he
too.
definitely.
And I generally can't remember that. So I'm doing real good on this.
He coming back on some war shit if he come back this time. I don't see him just coming back to talk or like it got to be a real reason because they beefing. Like he the one. Last thing he came back when he told him like, "Yo, you either in or you out, whatever the case may be." Bop bop bop. So that's cool. Now this nigga said he's fully in. So if they had to call Tommy, that mean that whatever the big bad is, Tariq and them niggas can't handle it. But
they can't. Listen, they got Carter. They got Noma. Noma crazy ass brothers there. Ain't no telling who he brought with him. And Monet is dead. I mean, I can't think of no better reason for Tommy to have to come in.
I don't really understand how people be forgetting that Tommy not that smart. Tommy ain't never came up with no plans. They was Ghost. Ghost was the brain. So if Tommy come, you just gonna have two brains, two white boys that's ready to shoot everybody. We need a thinker. Monet died, but she was never a thinker. She always like, oh, call Tariq so we can get him to come up with a plan. So I don't really see. I mean, I guess he can use the muscle, but
you got Drew and Tariq and Diane. You need more muscle.
Oh, Diana, she probably the most thinkingest one out of all of them. I give her flowers.
So you got she wasn't thinking when she went and got that lady and didn't know that baby was in that house. Didn't look through that house before she hit her with that frying pan. But I guess she probably didn't think a monster who would beat a baby out. Well, that woman didn't know she was pregnant though. So these were two women, you know, in a man's world. You know, both of them messing up folks' babies. You know, life. But anyway,
I think Drew might be a thinker too. He just.
I be wanting to give it to him. But I've been wanting to give it to Drew all this time. But after last episode, him running around doing all that bitch ass crying about, oh, nigga trying to take my spot and all that. Like, bro, use your fucking brain, bro. You worry about the wrong shit. So
he's a baby brother, and his big brothers, who is well known around the city, and folks scared of him, in his shadow. His mama's after him to kill him because he done did some stuff. You know, he got emotional. But Drew, and then Drew had done been through everything. It's like, why everybody I love got to be knocked off?
You know? Drew need to go back to jail. I think Drew really will be the man if he go back to jail because he was making shit happen in the jail.
He sure was. He sure was. He was running stuff in that. He was a Lorenzo up in that motherfucker. He was running the police.
Well, y'all know they have their record-breaking numbers this season, and somebody in the chat said they think it was because they were hyping it up as if Ghost was still alive and he was coming back. And y'all know I said that before, that I thought he was gonna come back by the end of this season, but we got one more episode.
Yeah, because they really did.
Ain't nobody hype that up except for y'all Ghost fans who won't let it go, man.
I'm cool with Ghost being gone. You know what? I'm gonna tell y'all. I started watching Power 2. And I had done went through 2 seasons of Power 2 before I ever watched Power 1, the original. Then I went, yes, because before I refused to watch it. I'm gonna tell you why I didn't want to watch it. I used to argue with my friends all the time. I said, I'm not watching that mess. I said, because every time I turn around, y'all hear y'all talking real bad about Tariq. And I said, I don't know what y'all want Tariq to be. I don't know how y'all want him to be this upstanding, perfect kid when he got 2 parents that are criminals, and one of them is an old adulterous criminal. So, but y'all want Tariq to somehow turn out pure. So I wouldn't watch it for that reason, because I didn't like the way people used to talk bad about Tariq in this whole world. So it took me watching 2 seasons of Power 2 before I could go back and watch Power 1. I didn't like Ghost at all. I did not like him. There was nothing about him I liked. Nothing.
Well, Mrs. B in the chat said, "What, Cruiser? Like, they can't believe it. I can't believe you started watching 2 first." But I've done that before. I honestly have with a different like TV show in the past. I'm like, I ain't really interested in that shit. And I thought that if I watched the second season, I couldn't have missed that much shit. But literally after like the first episode, I said, damn, I got to go back and watch this show from the beginning.
Well, it took me 2 seasons because I went in watching Power 2, liking Tariq. Because I've always, even though I never watched the show, just watching reviews and hearing my friends talk about it, I said they don't give this little boy any break. They don't give him any grace. They have this high expectation of this little boy, but they hate they love his criminal ass father.
They said in the chat, reviews.
Because that's because she didn't watch Power 1 at first. If she started with 1 like the rest of us, then she would have been ready to whip Tariq little ass too. Because
I went back and watched the whole thing. I watched all of Power 1. I watched the whole thing. And no, I didn't want to whip. I did not want to whip Tariq's little ass. I wanted to whip his parents' ass. How in the world y'all expect Tariq to be so pure and so good and a good kid when he had 2 criminal ass parents?
We're not asking him to be a good kid. We asking you to not do some of the shit you did. Like some of the shit, and not to mention
nobody asked his parents not to do the shit they did, and they were his example. No. His parents were liars. His parents were criminals. His parents were adulterers. They were his examples. You can't expect your kids to be better than what you show them.
I got you with all that. I got kids and I believe that. We talking about TV. I'm talking about the fact that he got 2 sisters that didn't partake in none of this shit. So why you think it's okay for you to do it? That's my point. You got your sister killed. You fucking killed your father. Before that, like so much shit that happened to that family, like his grandmother said, was because of him. Not because of his father. His father tried his hardest to keep him away from that shit. That was his whole purpose. I don't want you to have to live like this, son. Tasha fucked that kid.
He didn't try his hardest because he didn't run away with him out of the country. He never gave it up. He was trying to give it up. Was trying to give it up, but Tasha wasn't having it.
Cruiser said he should have done a Noma and took her
right and sent them kids somewhere else. So he didn't try his hardest. He wanted listen. Those wanted his wife.
Y'all homegirl Effie got put out of school. They sent them away. Remember,
they did, but they ain't sent them far enough. Those wanted his family, his mistress, his wife, and his club. He was a selfish son of a bitch.
Ghost was done with the family. That shit was a thing of the past. He wanted his power. That was what it came down to at the end of the day.
Power. The power. So he put that before his child. So listen, your child can't be your child can only be better than you if you give them an example. But if you're just trying to throw money at it and say I want you to be better than you, but you're not showing them an example, with you trying to rectify your wrongs. You know, I just don't see it. And look, I'm looking at it from the outside. Y'all started with the show. They set it up where you fall in love with the characters. I just hearing it secondhand and never watching it, I hated the characters. I hated Tasha. I hated Ghost. And I felt bad for Tariq.
Started from the bottom and fell in love with the show, and you already despised the show because of just hearsay before you even watched it. So it's kind of hard for us to even relate to the character.
Yeah, because let me tell you, I used to aggravate my friends to the point where they said we will not talk to her about Power, before this new show, because we know she's gonna say all of this. So they got to the point where they refused to talk to me about Power. So they were shocked when they learned that I was watching Power too.
Well, why do you think, and you probably don't know, but I
Mhm.
started doing TV reviews on a totally different channel 7 years ago. And not because of those reasons, but because sitting down and talking to somebody about the Housewives or about Power or about Black Ink, and they don't watch the shit like your friends and family, huh? What? And I was like, fuck that shit. I see all these people doing TV reviews, talking to people on YouTube. That's why I
Mhm.
started doing it, because I wanted to talk to people about these shows that I
Yeah,
really,
yeah,
really like. So,
yeah.
yeah.
It's fun to talk to people about shows. I tried to do a review one time, but one of the people from Lipstick Alley who ain't on there no more, they told me, they said, Cruiser, don't you ever in your Black life do another review.
You must be a harsh critic.
What did you do?
I don't even remember, but I think, and part of the reason is that I'm terrible with names. I don't like, I don't know any celebrities' names. They have to be big, 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 and I mean extra, extra big. Let me tell you something. I'm so bad with celebrities that I had to ask somebody, who Drake? Who's Drake? No, it wasn't Drake. It was Jay-Z. I said, who's Jay-Z? I don't know.
Dang,
I mean, I'm literally not into celebrities at all.
that
So when I
is
watch
Joe
these
Biden.
shows, I'm just watching it. I know the characters by face, but I'm not submitting their name to memory. I just don't. I have to watch what I submit to memory because I got to remember important stuff in my actual life that I need to remember. So I can't be submitting all this other stuff to memory. So that's part of the
I
reason why I
got
wasn't good with it,
you.
because I can't remember
I'm with
nobody's
you
damn name.
1,000%. I'm with you on that one because I ain't got a lot of memory bank for frivolous information, so I got to be careful what I store.
Yeah,
I
and I figure,
literally
hell, I figure little celebrities don't know my name. I think I'm important where I'm going around and knowing their name for.
Well, I literally have a file for every show that I do, even my B sector shit. So when I watch it, like let's say the name of this file is obviously Power Book 2 Ghost, right? So every time I
Right.
do a TV show review, I jot down my notes. And then when I do the next show, I drop down my notes. So I still have this file so I can go back 4 years from now and look at, like, remember Cruiser when I did my little review in the B sector on Dovey and them? And I said, hold up, Dovey. Now last year on such and such day, this is
Yeah,
what you
yes, you have your stuff, Chad.
So I mean, people might laugh and joke about it,
But
but
yeah,
one of the reasons why I started doing TV show reviews also was because a lot of people I was watching was just getting shit fucked up. Not I ain't never watched you, so this ain't got what I'm saying. But that's funny what
hmm
hell they said. But
I ain't do but one, so and I deleted that after they said that because I know. Listen, I know my stuff, so I knew they were right.
and I was like, you know what? I think I can do this. I think I can do this. And I started, and I was very timid and shy when I first started, stumbling over my words. But then I was like, fuck it. I just got up here talking like I'm talking to my friends. And
That's
that's
how you
how I
gotta
began.
do it.
Yep. That's how I began. And they said they taking your black card talking about who is Jay-Z.
Yeah, that was
I ain't
crazy.
know.
That was
Listen,
that was
I can tell
crazy.
you who Gap Band, Charlie Wilson. I can tell you who all them guys is. I can tell you who the Commodores are. I can tell you. I'm an old school. I like old school. I don't like this new stuff. I could tell you who can woo 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 Jeffrey Oz. What is Jeffrey Osborne? I could tell you those old singers, but this new stuff, I don't even honestly, I don't listen to it. So like when people used to say the red shoes and all that, I'm like, what's the red shoes? I couldn't tell you the difference between Rihanna and some of the. I don't know. If you put Rihanna before me, I wouldn't know who she. Or Cardi B, I don't know which one is which. I don't know them people because I don't listen to it. I like old school. So y'all
I
don't
can
take my
understand
black card now. Don't take my black
Yeah, I
card.
can understand
You
that.
may have to get off, sis. I'm ready to watch this vice presidential debate for real. See what they talking about.
Okay. Well, you
Yeah,
watch that.
I'm gonna see how many lines JD Vance. Y'all see where he talking about the eggs was $4. People looking at the eggs right behind him for $2. That's,
Mm-hmm.
that's a line joker, but I'm gonna watch that too. But look, I'm gonna get off here. This was nice. This is like old times.
No, I literally haven't really done any B sector shit in a minute because a lot of people know this is the time of the year when our job is the busiest, trying to get everything done by the end of the year. So these are my
Mm-hmm.
12-hour day months. So
I
I
was
just
just talking about that today because I remember it seemed like last year you was talking about inventory or something to that
every
effect. Mm-hmm.
year. It starts
Yeah.
at the end of September and goes like through
Mm-hmm.
February. Yep, every year.
Yeah. So I was just telling somebody that today. I said she got I said around this time of the year she work a lot of overtime and then she still have her cake thing going. So something got to give. So that give got to be dissected. But yeah, and then I was saying I said I'll go way back with her when her brother used to come up a lot and sis low.
Yep, yep.
Mm-hmm. So today was like old times. All right,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get on out of here so I can prepare to watch this debate too.
Okay, well, you go ahead and watch the
All right.
debate. I'm going to come back, but I'm going to be playing the press conference of Diddy and talking about that. But yeah, a lot of y'all go ahead and check out the debate. I'll just catch y'all replays, but I'm gonna try to get this other video in before the end of the
Okay.
night. All
All
right,
right.
boo.
Y'all have a good one. I'll see y'all around the streets.
All right, talk to you later. All right, y'all. I hope everybody enjoyed the video, the review of Power Goes to Season 4, Episode 9, Married to the Game. That was the name of the title, y'all. Oh my God. I'm still reeling from the fact that Monet is dead. Y'all gonna have to give me time, okay? Give me time. Be easy on me, okay? Be easy on me. Anyway, please make sure y'all like and share the video. Subscribe to the Hood Table if you happen to be new here. Also, feel free to hit the membership if you want to hit the membership. Thank you so much, Mrs. B. And I appreciate you guys for being here and hanging out with me once again. For those of y'all who want to come back, feel free. I'll be back in a few minutes. I'm going to play that video footage of the press conference today with Tony Busby because he is representing. It's going to be like 120 new charges on Diddy, something like that, and also it's like 3,200 people, 3,200 people that are about to be added to those who claim allegedly that they were victimized by 3,200 people. Child, 3,200 people. Definitely a class action lawsuit. That man is about to be broke. You know what? It never pays. You know what? You know what I find interesting, y'all? And I don't want to go, y'all know I don't like to go too much into a different topic when I'm doing my TV show reviews because I try to keep it on that. But you know what's crazy to me is how these big wigs of these companies or producers or lawyers or whoever that be doing this type of behavior and they see one person fall, another person fall, another person's disgraced, another person locked up, another person exposed. And they had chance after chance after chance after chance to quit doing what they're doing. But they keep doing it. They keep doing it. And then when they get locked up and can't get out, they want somebody to have sympathy for them. Ain't it crazy? It's really crazy. You said I hope Cassie got hers in full. Child, Cassie got in where she could fit in. I really hope she got that 30 million. You know what? I really think she already got paid in full. Because literally the way that she literally like pressed charges, filed a complaint. That he was like, okay, I'm gonna just pay you. I'm gonna just pay you because he already knew. Had that shit had went to trial or went to court or something like that, like he was trying his best to stay out of court. But it was too late by then. It was much too late by then. And the fact that they also have minors now, did y'all see? Like they got minors now, names of minors. Child. I told somebody the other day, this is gonna be one for the books. This is gonna be, we thought R. Kelly was some shit. Shit. This is gonna definitely top R. Kelly. Definitely. You said Monet died doing the Mary J dance saving Kane. You know what, DeMarcus? What up, DeMarcus? One thing I was gonna mention, speaking of her death, y'all, and then I'm gonna show y'all this little picture that I found so funny that was on Facebook. But when they played that song, you know, there was a few songs that they have played during the time that she was about to pass away. But one of them was Hail Mary. Run with me, Hail Mary. When they start playing Tupac, I was like, oh shit. And that's why I really didn't think she was gonna die. Because like you know, they playing come on with a Tupac song, Run With Me, Hail Mary. Like she about to get some shit popping. She about to rescue her kids. She about to do her mama bear thing. And they gonna all run out of there and talk about it on the way home. You know, so that was like the perfect choice, you know, music for the final moments of Monet Tejada's existence. Now may we all have a moment in silence while we take a look at this picture that I found on Facebook. That was so funny to me. Okay, silence, y'all. Silence. Do y'all see that picture, y'all? When I saw that on Facebook today, I was hollering. They said Ice Cube said he never been to a Diddy party. And somebody said, but you was at Junior's bachelorette party, though. Man, I'm telling you, the internet stay winning, y'all. Another one for the internet. Mrs. B, when I saw this, I nearly cried. I was like, oh shit. Like, come on now. The internet is undefeated. Oh, Lord Jesus. That was so funny. I had to repost it. But anyway, Mrs. B said, have you read the Kim Porter book? I haven't yet. I actually was on Amazon today filling up my cart because I had even hit up my oldest son, you know, the father of my grandbaby. And I told him, I always tell them to send me his birthday, I'm not birthday list, but his Christmas list around October, because like every, you know, payday, I buy a little bit here, I buy a little bit there, you know how you do with your kids. You buy a little bit here, a little bit there, start putting gifts away, you know, before Christmas. And then once Christmas get here, you got all this shit you pulling out the hiding spot and wrapping shit up in the middle of the night. Okay. So yeah. I put that book on the list. So yeah, I'll be getting it soon. And actually, I was like first hesitant about buying it because of people were saying, this ain't true. These aren't her real words. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And then like every freaking YouTuber damn near was reading the whole book. Bloggers was reading the whole book. You can literally hear people read the book. So I'm like, damn, should I still buy the book or just keep listening to these people reading about the book? Or reading the book. I mean, there's reading it chapter by chapter, so I don't know. You said the internet ain't shit. They ain't shit, Mrs. B. They ain't shit. And that's what I was thinking too, Mrs. B, because even let me tell you something, Mrs. B. Okay, so when the book first came out on Amazon, it had about 6 pages, maybe more, free pages that you can read. You know, Amazon, sometimes they give you free pages, but it's up to the author. They'll give you like some free excerpts from the book that you can read. It had at least like 6, 7 pages. When I went back, I think it was today or yesterday, that guy who wrote that book, Todd, he had like half a paragraph. It was like maybe 1 paragraph sample. And I kept going and trying to look and refresh and scroll down. I said, what happened to the other 6 pages? He must have realized like people like me was just reading the samples and I was reading it online too. At least I didn't read the whole book online like some people did, you know, but because that could be taking money out of their pocket or his pocket. But yeah, they was like, fuck that shit. We ain't even giving them that much. We gonna give you 1 paragraph. If you want to know more, you gotta buy the book. So yep, he didn't reduce the sample to 1 measly old paragraph. I was like, ain't that some shit? But anyway, y'all, let me get out of here because I'm about to come back live and I'm about to play this press conference. And I'm going to sit here and give a little commentary and talk about this press conference. If anybody wants to come back, feel free to come back. I already got it scheduled, I think, for 6:45. But basically what I'm going to do is run to the restroom, grab me a drink of water or something to drink, and and come back. But yeah, so again, like and share the video, please, and thank you very much. Feel free if you want to donate to the platform or to the commentary to our Cash App, $ the Hood Table 402. And also remember, stay safe, be blessed, remain vigilant at all times, and always remember to keep it hood. I'm out. Bye. And once again, rest in peace, Monet. Queen Tahata. Tahata.